This video is for fitting an Integra Metalworks 28mm pole above a window recess. Fitting an Integra Metalwork pole requires just a few general hand tools, some simple planning, and, most importantly, careful measuring. Firstly, make sure that you have all of the parts by checking the contents list in the instruction leaflet provided with your product. If you are missing any parts, please call the helpline on the number provided in the instruction leaflet. We recommend that you fix the curtain pole to a pre-installed wooden batten if possible. If you are fixing to studded or plasterboard wall or masonry, please ensure that you have the correct wall plugs to suit your type of wall. These may be different from the wall plugs provided with the pole kit. If you are in any doubt, please consult your local DIY store, retailer, or a professional builder. Consider how you want your curtain to look when it is in place. Will it cover light switches, sockets, or other devices? Will you be able to easily and safely reach the curtain? Clear a space around you so that you have plenty of room to work. Before commencing, you will need the following tools: drill and drill bits, pencil, screwdriver, spirit level, hacksaw, and file. Use a spirit level and make a faint line on the wall approximately 5 to 10 centimeters above the window. This line is where the top of the brackets will be. Mark the position of the end brackets on the line approximately 10 centimeters from the edge of the window, but make sure that you leave enough room to fit the finials later. If your pole comes in two sections, you will need to use a center bracket. Mark its position on the line in the center of the window. Measure the length of pole that you require, making sure that you leave enough room to fit the finials later. If you need to shorten the pole, use a hacksaw to cut it to the required length. If your pole is in two sections, you need to cut an equal amount from both poles. Using the file, carefully remove the burr and sharp edges from the cut ends. The pole is supplied with a plastic protective film to avoid any scratching before fitting. This should now be removed. Don't worry if the cut isn't quite straight, because you can join the poles at the cut end and hide the join in the center bracket. Remember, measure twice so that you only cut once. Position the brackets on the wall so that the top of the bracket is on the marked line. Mark the screw holes on the wall. If you are mounting onto a wooden batten, drill a 2mm diameter hole at the marked positions and tighten the screws onto the brackets. If you are fixing directly onto plaster, studded wall or masonry, drill the correct size holes for the wall plugs and screws that you are using. Insert the wall plugs into the drilled holes and tighten the screws into the brackets. Repeat for all the brackets that you are using. If the pole is in two sections, join the poles with the pole joiner. You may find it easier for two people to fit longer poles. Slide half the quantity of rings onto one end of the pole and the remaining quantity onto the other end, making sure that one ring from each side sits between the end of the pole and the end bracket. Place the pole into the brackets and centralize over the window, ensuring that the center bracket supports the join if you have used two poles. Tighten the locking screws on the brackets. Finally, fit the finials to the end of the poles. Depending upon the type of finial, this may be a push fit or by tightening a locking screw. Now you are ready to hang your curtains.